Hey, this is Marvin McKenzie. I'm pastor of Bible Baptist Church in Puyallup, Washington. You mind if I take a minute and just brag on my grandkids for just a little while? Especially one of them today. My family, I've got a real strong desire to raise my family so that my kids and then my grandkids grow up to live for the Lord Jesus Christ. I don't want to just be one of those where I live for the Lord and it's my faith and it's personal and I go witness to others and I minister to others and try to reach other people with the gospel, but and kind of my family just leave them to kind of muddle through their life. I've always wanted to put as much emphasis and as much effort into my kids as I possibly can. And then when my kids started having kids, I felt the same way about that. I wanted to see if I could raise up a third generation of believers that are committed to living for the Lord Jesus Christ. God has been gracious to me. Both of my sons are Baptist preachers. I'm thankful for that and love them very much. Caleb, Bohan, I love you guys very much and proud of you. I'm very proud of what you're doing. So last Saturday, I had opportunity. My oldest son, Bohannon's kids, had spent some time with me, and then they had spent some time with their grandparents on Kimberly's side of the family. And we had the opportunity, Anita and I, we went and picked the kids up, and we took them to meet Bo and Kimberly. It turned out that Bo was the only one who could make it to the restaurant that we went to. It's kind of a crazy day last Saturday. The storm was terrible. There was a bad storm, and we ended up spending hours and hours driving. It was a 2-hour drive that ended up to be about 8 hours long. But so we met with Bohannon, and we've got Jared and James and Anita and I and Bo and Jared and James. We're eating a meal, eating lunch at this restaurant, and Bo and I are talking about spiritual things. Bo's very interested in God's work in planting churches and seeing churches started, and he's really burdened about smaller communities, smaller towns. Up in his area, there's a town called Concrete, and some other places up in that area as well, and that he's interested in seeing churches planted. But he said what's happening is, most of the guys that he talks to, boy, they've got no interest in going to a small town. They want to go somewhere where the potential is to build a big church, get a big name, big paycheck, and all that kind of stuff, and no interest in a smaller community, trying to minister to and preach to and be a pastor in a smaller community. And Bo we're talking, and he just kind of muses to himself, to us. We're all listening. He says, "Man, I just need 3 of me. I just need 3 of me so that I can get out there and plant these churches." And Jared, 9 years old, just kind of, not in a proud way and almost not under his breath. He was talking to us, but it wasn't in any way cocky. He just kind of, we're talking. He said, "Dad, maybe when I grow up, I can be one of those. Maybe when I grow up, I can plant one of those churches for you, Dad." And I just got to tell you, that's been a week ago now. And I'm still rejoicing. That was such a blessing to me. And proud of all of my grandkids, Jared, James, and Joshua, and Kaylee, and Zacharias. Proud of all of my grandkids. And just wanted to say so today. All right. I'm Marvin McKenzie. I'm the pastor of Bible Baptist Church in Puyallup, Washington. You can find us on the website at www.puyallupbaptistchurch.com.